Welcome to the E-True Hollywood story of Alexander the Great. Just kidding, this is not E-True Hollywood. Do y'all remember that E-True Hollywood story? Maybe I'm telling my age. At any rate, welcome to the true story of Alexander the Great. So who was Alexander the Great? Alexander would inflict fatal military defeats and unleash a cultural revolution that changed the course of history. Alexander III of Macedon, aka Alexander the Great, was born to King Philip II of Macedon and his wife Olympias. As the heir to a kingdom that was on the rise in the ancient world, Alexander's early life was marked by royal privilege and the finest education available. His intellectual development was notably shaped by his tutor, Aristotle, one of the greatest philosophers of that age. Under Aristotle's guidance, Alexander was exposed to a wide range of subjects, from science and philosophy to the arts and politics, fostering a keen mind that would later prove instrumental in his conquests. Alexander shared a close bond with his mother, Olympias, who was fiercely ambitious for both herself and her son. She instilled in Alexander the belief that he was destined for greatness, partly due to a divine favor she claimed they both possessed. This belief in their special relationship with the gods would later fuel Alexander's confidence as a leader and his sense of destiny. By the year 340 BC, Alexander's capabilities as a leader were becoming apparent. He was appointed regent in his father's absence. His military prowess was put on full display in 338 BC when he commanded the left wing of the Macedonian army at the Battle of Chaeronea. Alexander's strategic acumen contributed to a decisive victory that allowed Macedonia to assert control over the Greek city-states, and thereby solidifying the kingdom's power in the region. However, the political landscape of Macedonia was tumultuous. In 337 BC, Philip II's decision to divorce Olympias and marry Cleopatra, the young daughter of a Macedonian noble, caused a personal and political rift. The following year, Philip II was assassinated under mysterious circumstances, leading to speculation that Olympias and Alexander may have played a role in his death. In the wake of his father's death in 336 BC, Alexander ascended to the throne with the support of Macedonian senior generals, who recognized his leadership qualities and the legitimacy of his claim. His succession marked the beginning of an extraordinary era in which Alexander would expand the Macedonian Empire to unprecedented extents, a testament to his military genius and the groundwork laid during his formative years. Alexander the Great was characterized by an insatiable drive and a boundless ambition, fueled his desire to achieve what no one before him had accomplished. He saw himself as a figure of destiny, set apart from ordinary mortals, with a divine mandate to conquer and rule. His vigorous pursuit of glory and his yearning to carve out a legacy that would endure through the ages were hallmarks of his personality. He was also known for his lavish generosity, rewarding his friends and allies with generosity, favoring those who willingly accepted his dominion. Yet, this same man could display chilling cruelty for those who resisted his rule, suppressing any form of opposition with unflinching severity. Alexander's indulgence in alcohol was well known, and when under its influence, his temper could turn volatile, often with violent outcomes. Alexander was a fervent advocate of Hellenism, which is the spread of Greek culture, language, and thought all across his empire. He championed the Greek way of life as a civilizing force, promoting its adoption throughout the diverse regions he conquered. The reign of Alexander had a profound and lasting effect on the ancient world, giving rise to the Hellenistic civilization. His conquest facilitated the widespread dissemination of the Greek language, which became the primary language for politics, economics, and intellectual discourse across Egypt, Samaria, and beyond. This united disparate cultures and facilitated the exchange of ideas. Greek philosophy, science, and literature found new audiences as they spread across the known world. The construction of Greek-style temples, gymnasiums, and theaters became commonplace, and as a result, educational standards in the East rose significantly, fostering an environment where learning and the arts could flourish. The economic impact of Alexander's reign was also substantial. The introduction of standardized currency under his rule simplified trade and commerce across the vast territories of his empire, and it contributed to a more interconnected and economically stable region. In essence, Alexander's legacy was not only the creation of an empire that spanned 3 continents, but also the cultural and intellectual fusion that his policies promoted, a legacy that would influence civilizations for centuries to come.